The storm is coming. The scent of war swirls in the air. As the imperial throne lies empty, the fate of all Tamriel rests on the strength of a common prisoner's soul. Evil awakens. A long-banished foe stirs. Those who would destroy Tamriel seek out dangers to their dark plot. And so death's long arm reaches out. It is the 582nd year of the Second Era. The drums of war are sounding. This is where our journey begins.
Alright, well that is the opening for The Elder Scrolls Online. Thank you for joining me in another video. I am Jeremy, the host of the Knights of the Video Game Table podcast and these videos. I am going to be creating a new character today. I have already created this character, as you can see, level 7 Nightblade. I do have a video of my creating her. However, I am going to get this video up first because I want to take a look at all the options with some commentary. So let's get started. I already know what character I'm going to create, so I'm going to go straight to classes, and oh, it's already selected. So I am going to be a sorcerer, but the choices you have are Dragon Knight. Your Dragon Knights are skillful masters at arms, use the ancient Akaviri martial arts tradition of battle spirit, and wield fearsome magic that pounds, shatters, and physically alters the world around them. Actually, I might end up being that character. Sorcerer uses conjuration and destruction spells, hurling lightning bolts and creating shock fields, wielding dark magic to snare, stun, and summon from oblivion to conjure Daedric combat followers. The Nightblades are adventurers and opportunists with the gift of getting in and out of trouble, relying variously on stealth, blades, and speed. Nightblades thrive on conflict and misfortune, trusting to their luck and cunning to survive. And finally, we have the Templars. These traveling knights call upon the powers of light and the burning sun to deal massive damage to their enemies while restoring health, magic, and stamina to their allies. Alright, so basically, as you can tell, magic is a very main theme for all these characters. The Dragon Knight seems like he is more a cross between a sorcerer and a Nightblade. Nightblade's your typical rogue, pretty much. Sorcerer's your typical mage with summoning powers, and Templar's your typical warrior slash paladin, however you want to look at it. I am most likely going to be going sorcerer. I actually did not know this. I forgot that the Dragon Knight was here, but I will be going sorcerer. As for this, male, female, that's easy. I know my name. That's already, so you know, if you see me in game, feel free to join. Now the alliances, if you bought the game pre-order or day one, or week one really, because I got this during the first week, the alliances do not matter other than which one sounds better to you. I guess the storylines for the alliances are slightly different, but basically the same, and they do not affect anything unless you bought the, like I said, you bought the game later. you can only select certain races that go along with those alliances. But right now, because of pre-order or day one buy, I can select any race for any alliance. My first character is the Daggerfall Covenant, so I will be selecting something different. I will be selecting the Aldemary Dominion, and just because it sounds a little more magic-y than the Dragon or Ebon Heart. As for races, it's not easy to pick races, or it's easy to pick races in this game because the advantages that they give are not huge compared to, you know, just I mean, they're not that important. There's a few advantages, but you can see here, if you look at the bottom here, it says the racial skills of Bretons reflect their affinity with spell casting, giving them both the magicka and spell resistance. So it kind of tells you the High Elves, also magic, increases their damage with destructive spells, increases their rate of regaining magicka. This is the Argonians have bonus to healing, restoration, and poison resistance. Orcs are good with heavy armor and health regeneration. Wood elves, which is what my other character is, are good with archery, stamina, and stealth, making them dangerous foes, which I will be switching on my other character to archery most likely. The dark elf is good at dual wielding, fire magic, and fire resistance. The red guard is good with shields and stamina regeneration. The Khajiit is, of course, good with stealth and combat and health regeneration. And finally, the Nord, they're good with two-handed swords, health regeneration, and frost resistance. So I basically have three choices. I can go with the Breton, whatever you pronounce it, the High Elf, or the Argonian. Now, I've heard the Argonians are actually not that good for sorcerers. So if I wanted to maximize my damage, I would go with the High Elf. And if I just wanted to be an all-around mage, I would go with a Breton. I am going to go with the High Elf. So we've already picked the class. Now we get into the fun stuff. There's a lot of options, as you'll see. There's all these and that, and then all of these. We're going to take a look at them real quick. I am going to go through these pretty quietly. But if you have any questions in the comments, please leave them, and I will do my best to get back to you and let you know. One thing I have to admit is they did include a lot of customization for character creation. I'm not sure if it's the most I've seen in any MMO, but it's sure a lot. It's up there with the regular Elder Scrolls games, I'll tell you that. I hope they end up including more in the future. That's one thing. To add to your character tattoos and stuff. I've always thought they should do that in MMOs, and they never seem to. Alright, put some clothes back on. Another cool feature is that you can check out your veteran gear too, what you're going to look like basically at level 50. and what you're going to look like at level 1. And for the girls, they did a real good job of controlling what you can increase in size without making it awkward, I guess you could call it. Which you will see in the other video of my other character creation. So if you've never played another Elder Scrolls game, then this is basically what you do every single time you create a character. Posterior dimensions. I mean, the fact that you can control your hand and feet size says a lot about the game, because, you know, no one ever sees those. Alright, now to the face. I definitely don't like this guy's face, but let's see. Let's, alright. So we got heroic, angular, come on, or soft. This character is created from a necromancer from EverQuest Online Adventures, which explains why I give him slightly more of an evil look. Alright, let's do voice real quick. I don't know if you can hear them. I cannot, because I've turned down the voices too much. Let's see. And I cannot turn up the volume. Oh, hold on, yes I can. Alright, let's try that again. You can hardly hear him. I think I'm gonna go with that one though. Let me turn down the audio. I don't know if the audio is too loud or not for you guys, but I'll leave it down. Alright, now get to look through hairstyles. This character normally has longer hair. So I'm looking for something like that. He's a very young character that usually looks old. Sometimes I have him as a good mage, sometimes as a bad mage. In this case, he is going to look like a necromancer, as original. Unfortunately, this race does not have black hair. That's a very important aspect I usually make for him, so I'm going to have to go with the white hair. Alright. Age. So, very old looking or younger looking. As I said, this character looks old a lot of times, not too old, so I will go with that. Alright, let's look through these. I think let's turn this off. To get a better idea of his facial hair. Ooh, too much there. Oh. So this has earrings also. And an eye patch. Arr. Handlebar. I will probably go with that one, or something similar to that. Oops. Alright, so where's that one? Right? There we go. That's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, now head markings. This character generally does not have scars on his face, except for the age marks. And the reason he has age marks is because the theory is that a necromancer drains their own energy to create their creatures. And this is something that, of course, I have come up with in my head. It's not lore or anything. But he tends to stay out of physical battle because he does all of his work from afar. Alright, now what am I gonna pick? I don't think I like any of these for this character, so I might go blank. Then again, maybe he learned his lesson and he has a scar this time. If anything, it'll be this one. Nope, not that one. There we go. Alright, next, move down to the face. So there's one thing I've learned: always look at your characters from multiple angles when you're creating them in these type of games, because you might create a nose that sticks out and it looks good from the front but not from the back or the side. Alright, eye color. This is another aspect of this character. He usually has either white or yellow eyes. I will go with that one it had. And you can make your character look really weird, almost alien in these games too. So as you can tell, where was it? This is one thing I really like, the skew for the eyebrow. I made my first character look perfectly half, but this character, I skewed him a little to the side. This is what I was talking about. You can make a nose that looks really good from the front, like for example nose length. It might look really good from the front, but when you turn to the side, well, this character's not too bad, but some characters it looks really bad if you go nose all the way. Make him look like he's always disgusted. For this character, he actually should have a bigger nose. Not the biggest, but... Alright, now the mouth. He does not look right with a smile. Slight frown. Alright, and finally, the ears. I tend to create safe characters, meaning that they actually look good. A lot of people like to mess around and create funny or weird characters. Just not something I do. Alright, so the character is created. This is Shalazzar, the Sorcerer, in the Almeri Dominion. I am going to play through the tutorial again. Oh, name is already in use? Really? This is like my character. I always get this name even after years of playing an MMO. That really sucks. I have to think of a new name now for my mage character. I will keep it something similar. I could put 2 Z's, that's Shalazzar. It sounds evil, good enough. Alright, so this tutorial area is pretty self-explanatory in the sense that, well, it's a tutorial area. It's to get you used to the controls and such.
Can you move?
Let me go ahead and turn the audio for dialogue back up, and that's, I'll turn the music back up a little bit too. Alright. So in this game you cannot pick up everything like you can in other Elder Scrolls, but you can pick up a lot.
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself.
Like you, I'm a prisoner in this...
Whoops. What happened?
Slowly now.
Like you, I'm a prisoner in this place.
Yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety.
What do you want from me?
Yet.
You must rescue me.
And I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself.
Then find Lyris Titanborn.
Lyris Titanborn? Who is that? I don't understand.
You there! We are escaping. Let me open your door. That's it. Quickly. You must escape before the guards return.
So my volume was down. I hope that it's not too loud now. Oh, jeez. I just fixed that problem. Hopefully it doesn't, yeah. Alright, so
follow urgency.
there's really nothing around here in the tutorial until you get out past the first area.
Weapons in the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
And you pick up your first weapon. I'm not going to go through this whole tutorial in this video. It's a bit long. But I think even as a second character, it's worth it.
Don't be greedy. We have a lot of
It
prisoners.
says don't be greedy, but feel free to take each weapon. They don't sell for anything, but at the same time, you can use the different weapons. I'm not going to take them this time because I already have them in my bank, but there are 3 weapons here. Unfortunately, I could not find any bow and arrows to start with. In the beta, they had the bow and arrows and other weapons to start with. Do take everything though, because it'll help you get started on crafting and equipped. Alright, basic moves, hold, whatever. You'll be seeing. Bring out my staff. Bam!
An enemy approaches. Strike it down. Do not slow vestige. With the passing of time, any indecision becomes decision.
That's good advice for life.
Another enemy blocks the path ahead. Dispatch it quickly.
Jeez.
Fighting.
Level up.
You got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it.
Who are you?
A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris.
Lyris Titamorn? I was told to find you.
What? Who told you to find me?
A strange figure appeared in my cell, an old man in rags.
He spoke to you? What did he say?
He said our fates are intertwined.
Ha. That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me.
I can still hear his voice in my head. What does he want me to do to help?
Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
I'll help you.
We made it.
Alright, well that is as far as I will go for the tutorial. In this video, I might do another video in the future of the full tutorial. It takes about a half hour or so. Maybe a little less. But before we do, I wanted to take a quick look over the menus. Your basic inventory. It's very much like a lot of Elder Scrolls games. You have your character, where you can spend your attribute points, magicka, health, and stamina. You get your skills window, where you can spend your skill points. These unlock your skills and passive abilities. It's pretty cool because you can unlock weapon abilities, armor abilities, racial, and crafting. And also when you join guilds, the Mages Guild and other things. It's pretty cool because you can really customize. This is your skill trees basically. You can really customize a lot. Another cool thing is that these are easily reset. I don't know exactly how, but they encourage you to change around. It does take gold. Not sure how it works. I haven't done it with my other character yet. And what was the other thing? Well, yeah, and then you gain levels as you use things. So as abilities are on your bar down here, they gain levels. You can make them stronger. So, for example, let's look at Dark Magic. This one, it deals 37 magic damage to an enemy and knocks them down for 2 seconds. Maybe after you've become proficient in Crystal Shard, it becomes something else that also heals you for half the damage done, or something like that. It's pretty cool. And then you get to choose what it morphs to also. It's pretty cool. You got your journal, your quests are going to be here. Your lore library. This is Collector's Dream. These are different areas of the game, different maps where you can collect all the books. And your achievements, where it shows what achievements you've gotten. The map is self-explanatory. This is where we are right now. I cannot zoom out, unfortunately. I'll show you that another time. Grouping, parties, whatever. Contacts, this is where your friends go. Guilds, this is your guilds with other characters. Alliance Wars, which don't look like they've... I'm not sure what's going on here. It doesn't look like they've started them yet. Mail, which is cross-character. So, if you get a mail in one character, you get it in all your characters. Notifications, invitations to guilds, contacts, all that kind of stuff. And help, which is pretty cool. If you're having problems on a quest, you can actually come here to put in the quest name, and it actually might get you help. Alright, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back with more videos on the Elder Scroll very soon.